This update is massive and yes, controversial. EA Sports FC 26 just rolled out a major gameplay patch and it changes so much that the community is split down the middle. If you follow the scene, you'll know a face update for Kylian Mbappe is usually a headline, but this patch goes far beyond cosmetics. I want to walk you through what's improved, what's broken for some players, and why offline and online feel like two different games now. Stick around. I'll cover everything that matters and I'll show examples that make the changes obvious. First off, let's talk about the offline experience. If you mainly play career, kick around friendlies, or be a goalkeeper, this update will likely feel like a breath of fresh air. Passing, decision making, and general movement have all been tuned, and the CPU behaves in ways that feel more natural. The ball moves the way you'd expect in real football. Through balls have better timing, short passing is crisper, and players actually make runs that make sense for build-up play. That's a huge deal for anyone who was frustrated with robotic or nonsensical AI for the last few seasons. The single-player AI also seems less mechanical in its defensive reactions. Instead of the old predictable slide tackle spam or perfect zoning, defenders now show more timing variety and positioning that actually challenges you in a realistic way. I noticed small things that add up. Defenders recover at different speeds, they commit later, and they react to body feints more plausibly. In a couple of matches, I was able to pull off moves that looked authentic, not because I found an exploit, but because the AI legitimately read me the way a real opponent might. Now the controversial side, online competitive modes. This is where the reaction has been loud and negative for many players. Ultimate Team and online seasons feel different to people who log dozens of matches every day. Some players say defending is easier, others claim certain defensive aids or AI behaviors make matches less skill-based. There's talk that the meta has shifted overnight and that many players are unhappy with how their long-practiced techniques work now. I haven't fully stress-tested the competitive ladder yet, but from what I've played, the difference is real. And that's why opinions are so polarized. Visually, EA shipped a chunk of face updates and kit additions. There are about 200 new face updates in this pack. One notable detail is that Trinity Rodman is the only female player included among those updates. You'll also see updates to faces like Scott McTominay, Lukaku, and several others across leagues. Some updates are full 3D scans and others are digital approximations, so quality varies. Make sure to download the latest squad update if you want those faces to appear in your matches and careers. Kits and broadcast presentation got attention too. Several teams received new kits, including fresh third or fourth options for big clubs, and the broadcast overlays for the EFL competitions are now authentic. That means the Championship, League 1, League 2, and the Carabao Cup all show the right graphics during matches. For anyone running a goalkeeper series or a career with an EFL club, that polish makes a big difference to immersion. It finally looks like what you'd see on TV. A fun but odd glitch has also appeared. In custom tournaments, some spectators can end up on the pitch. Yes, actual fans wandering onto the grass. It's a bizarre bug and has started popping up in a few community clips. Not game-breaking, but weird enough to mention. And a reminder that even big patches can introduce unexpected behavior. Hopefully that one gets squashed in a follow-up hotfix. Gameplay adjustments are deep and numerous. EA lists hundreds of changes: passing angles, crossing behavior, long and short passing velocity, goalkeeper logic, dribbling responsiveness, tackling timing, and referee decisions. I've personally noticed that through balls and weighted passes are more reliable when executed correctly, which rewards timing and vision. Crosses and set-piece deliveries also feel calibrated differently. You can see the difference in how players attack the ball in the box. Dribbling is another area that feels refreshed. Close control and small feints now have more impact against the CPU, and I found myself pulling off realistic turns and touches that previously would have been swallowed by instant interceptions. There's a clip in my footage where a few subtle shoulder turns and a touch outside my foot creates space as if I were controlling top-level dribblers from earlier seasons. That's not just nostalgia, it's the kind of minute responsiveness that makes single-player matches more thrilling. Be a goalkeeper, players will appreciate a couple of targeted fixes. Player career has been given more frequency in attacking actions by the AI, and goalkeepers face more shots from realistic situations. On higher difficulties, the CPU emphasizes build-up play and seeks better shooting opportunities rather than firing away randomly. That change alone makes goalkeeper careers feel more meaningful. You're not just sitting through quiet matches and rare high percentage shots. You're part of a more active defensive system. Another small but meaningful quality of life change. Tattoos and personal details are finally appearing more consistently in player career mode. If you've built a custom goalkeeper or player and wanted tattoos to show up, this update improves that fidelity. For creators and series runners, that small cosmetic update goes a long way toward personalizing your character and allowing your story to feel visually coherent across seasons. On the competitive and manager side, the transfer market and manager related features got attention as well. EA reports a long list of improvements to the manager market and scouting systems, and several bug fixes for transfers and squad lists. There are also adjustments to referee logic and the frequency of fouls committed by the CPU. In my games, the referee feels less inconsistent in key moments, but I'll be tracking community feedback to see how it holds up under heavy online load. Goalkeeper AI itself saw updates. Goalkeepers make different decisions on crosses and 1v1s, and shot-stopping behavior has been fine-tuned. Sometimes these changes are subtle, like a keeper committing fractionally earlier or choosing the right angle to leave the goal mouth, but those little differences alter the outcome of tight situations. If you focus on keeping clean sheets in Be a Goalkeeper, expect a more nuanced challenge. Player face quality is a mixed bag. Some names got premium 3D scans, others received digital touch-ups that aren't as convincing. I was excited to see a few unexpected national teams and leagues get representation. For instance, Indonesia received its first real face scan in an EA Sports title, and the A-League kits are refreshed for the 25-26 season. These aren't headline features for every player, but they matter a lot to countries and clubs that finally get proper representation. Boots and aesthetics also got an injection of new options. There are several new boot releases, Nike Phantom 6 variants, and a batch of other models. So if you're a kit or boot addict, there's new gear to equip. It's a small but satisfying touch that rounds out the patch alongside face and broadcast updates. One critical takeaway is the stark split between online and offline gameplay. It's almost like EA shipped two slightly different tuning profiles. One for authentic or single player modes and another for competitive online ladders. If you live offline, take this update as a win. The game now rewards tactical play, timing, and realistic ball movement. If you're a die-hard online competitor, patience is required. The meta is shifting and some players are frustrated with the new balance. I want to be clear, I'm genuinely excited about much of what I've tested. Offline modes feel more alive. The AI decisions are improved in ways that make matches enjoyable, and the visual updates add polish. I still need to put more time into online seasons and foot to fully understand the criticism from the competitive crowd, but from my initial sessions, I liked a lot of what I saw. It's an update that changes how you approach a match, and that matters. So what should you do now? Download the patch. It's a relatively small download depending on platform, and try it in the modes you care most about. If you run career or be a goalkeeper content, test the team and player changes. If you play online regularly, take a few placement matches and see how the meta feels to you. Leave your experience in the comments so we can gather more community impressions. I'll be diving deeper into online testing and posting follow-up videos covering the specifics that get the most heat. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode. I'll be back with more footage from Be a Goalkeeper and a longer dive into how competitive users are reacting. Download the patch, try out the new features, and tell me whether you think this update fixed long-standing issues or created new ones. See you in the next video.